Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, go. Hey, center.
Right to the air goes Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10.
Hey, Soko, 11.
Back to throw. Lawrence. That'll be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Here we go. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Finds an alley to the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about first, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
And no return here. This is a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hey, easy, Ralph. Hey, tomato. Done. Hey, kill.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. Ooh. Into space. To the 20. And he will score.
good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. To throw here on first down. That one is caught by Collins. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down. So, first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Stroud. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 11 on that one. First down for Houston.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and a yard. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Texans first down.
First down, Texans.
Here we go, let's go.
Drafted quickly out to Collins. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
From 31, here's second and 7.
All right.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And he's in! Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
The extra point is good.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Hey, Lion.
Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Ball on the 39. Here's second and 6.
39-yard line.
Red on red. Here we go.
Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
48-yard line.
11. All right, let's go. Go. Hey, I like motion.
Now Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have it.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
Here we go.
Slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. He's close to a first down. Gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
To throw is Stroud. He'll get that out to Mixon. Finding room at midfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down for Houston.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Room to run at the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Stroud to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable?
This ball is intercepted. Tyson Campbell. They're going to take possession here just shy of the 20.
Around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Rip, 23. Son.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
That's good.
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Son, 11. Silver.
Lawrence. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. From the 41. Here's 2nd down and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be intercepted. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Hey, let's go. Hey, so go. Hurt. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Short pass taken in by the tight ends. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. This fielded in the end zone. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback.
Here we go.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
A 6-yard pickup.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll go right back to Mixon. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
1st and 10.
Here we go.
That's thrown quickly, taken in by Collins. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
The RPO, that one is complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Oh, hey.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Stroud. Moving outside the pocket. That is caught for 3. And he'll take it on in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Houston. Now for the point after. And this one is no good. Not sure if the rain and the wet footing is an issue there, but no extra point. The score stays where it is. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
11. Hey, run. Hey, tomato.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So if this was an NBA game, Mike, we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. First time they've whooped his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Sink right. Red on red. Hey, son.
Throwing is Lawrence. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
Hey, danger. Set. Hey, go. Here we go.
To throw is Lawrence. A big mistake. It was first and goal, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
First half 10 at their own 5-yard line.
All right.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And some space opens as he's brought down, following a gain of 6.
The 11-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Second down and 3.
Hey, south. Come on.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Third and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Here we go. Hey, uno. 18. Buggy.
Now, Stroud. Open man, left side. He's got it. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And he can hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions, because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Go.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he will have a first down. And they're into field goal range now at the 30. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. The Jaguars have the field goal unit on the field. This will be from 47 yards. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will cut into that lead.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
All right.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 35, here's second and 8. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down for Houston.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Mark to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here we go.
Second down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. And some good blocking, springing him. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And the Texans are going to be set up with first and goal as they get the conversion on 3rd and inches.
First and goal.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for first and goal.
18. That's it.
That is caught, and he's in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Houston. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Ginger.
To throw is Lawrence. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8. From the 43. Here's second down and 2.
Think right. Hey, Ginger, touch.
Now here's Lawrence. Caught over the middle by Thomas. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, run. Easy. Son, this one's hot. Silver.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 3.
Rip, 23. This one's hot.
Lawrence now. He'll get this out to his running back. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
They've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break. Seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Hey, son, here we go.
Lawrence. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Lisa, 24. Here we go.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. First and goal as they convert on third down.
That's a really nice job up front, clearing the lane, pick up the first down. Now, you didn't get in the end zone, but now you got a fresh set of downs to try to punch it in.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
Son, it's hot. It's hot.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Christian Harris in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Well, left side, taken in by Thomas. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up 3rd and goal.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Sink right. Hey, tomato, tomato. Done.
On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Mixon as we begin the 4th quarter. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And he's going to have the 1st down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line.
And the Texans, 1st down. A gain of 7.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
They'll motion the slot man right. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That is hard! And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It is a big-time play for Houston. 36 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he will get into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. That touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
This taken just shy of the goal line. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On first and 10, Lawrence. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. He'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down at the 40-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Second down, Lawrence. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Think right open.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds just past the marker. The ball was in the proper place for a new set of downs.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Go. Let's go.
Lawrence. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
A first down throw for Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
that sack this entire drive, it feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Lawrence now on second down. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun is Lawrence. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
He's going to take a shot down the field. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. It is a big-time play for Houston. 41 yards. They'll run with Mixon. And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop from their game.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
First down, Texans.
All right.
On the ground is Mixon. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
All right.
A run here with Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Quick, right?
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Now Dan Quinn will send out the field goal unit. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
Hey, I'm gun. Rip, 23. Stay at home. Hey, Soko.
On first down, Lawrence. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On red. Soko, say hi.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
Hey, Soko.
Here's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
Oh, hey. 18. What's that?
Stroud down to a knee. And that should put the finishing touches on this one. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Jacksonville. Good night, everyone.